I'm Stephen Farr-Jones. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer for Triadex Services Group. Today we're going to talk about plastic mailers. It seems like a strange subject. I know we do direct marketing, I know we do direct mail, but why plastic mailers? Well, it turns out that they are among the most efficient direct mail pieces you can send out there. I'm on the record multiple times of saying how much I dislike plastic mailers, but it turns out that I have not found a different mailer type that can beat them yet. I've only been trying for 15 years. Plastic mailers are amazing in the response rates that they can generate. We have seen everything from 7% on the baseline first time out, all the way through to as high as the 30s and the 40% response rates from direct mail. And if you know anything about direct mail, you know that those are amazing numbers. And they're real, because we track everything we do. So we've seen these numbers come in time and time again. So, if I don't believe in plastic mailers just because I don't like the looks of them, why do I keep on recommending them and why do we keep on using them? It turns out that one of the key things that a plastic mailer does is make a memorable first impression. When a person opens up a piece of mail, they usually have less than 0.7 of a second, try measuring that, it's very little, to evaluate every piece of mail in the mailbox. And if there's a plastic mailer in there, it is more rigid, it is more noticeable when you're holding your pile of mail. As a consequence, they get noticed a lot. We know from research that we and others have done that a plastic mailer gives a 72% higher impression of the brand being advertised by than a paper mailer. That's a lot, 72% more positive impressions. The other thing about plastic mailers, of course, is the redemption rates. As I've mentioned before, a high redemption rate of 7% in the initial mailings in, for example, the restaurant industry is unheard of. It is not the kind of results people typically get. We get those and a great deal more, multiples more, with plastic mailers. One of the other things about plastic mailers that people do not realize is just how cost effective they are. It has become commonplace for a plastic mailer to be lower cost than a larger paper mailer, and also more effective, both in terms of reach and efficiency, but crucially also cost effective. Not only are plastic mailers cost effective, but they're also fast and turnkey. There are multiple sizes to use with multiple numbers of offers and different ways of looking at the mailer from a design perspective. That, plus the fact that we can get them out into the market relatively quickly, makes a big difference in how we can service your product needs. An additional aspect of plastic postcard mailers is the fact that they actually have a pop-out credit card size, or a little bit smaller, literal gift card. And we know again from research, both in the credit card industry and in our own marketing research, that 76% of customers do love to get a gift card. Whether they get it in the mail or not, they don't mind. But if you position these things as gift cards and you actually have a card that pops out of the plastic mailer, it can be a real winner for your business. One little known aspect of the plastic mailers is also that we can vary them infinitely by individual mailer. This means that we can position messaging to specific targeting groups, or we can vary the creative based on specific offers and a whole slew of other considerations. It makes them very flexible in terms of leveraging the up to 3 billion data points that we have within our data systems. The key to a campaign's success has always been targeting. Whatever mailer you use is an additional factor. But what we can do here is we can actually improve the level of targeting. We know from a long-standing study over 50 years now that when you do direct marketing of any sort in any media campaign, 60% of the success comes from whom you choose to target and whom you choose to avoid. There is 20% of it in the offer, the what's in it for me, and there's another 20% of it in what media channel or a precise mailer type you use. But the vast majority is in the targeting. So what does that bring you? Targeting brings you better ROI. It's not just a case of not sending a mailer to somebody who doesn't need it. That avoids waste, and that certainly reduces your cost overall and improves your ROI. But what really is important, really, really important, is that you're targeting the right people. And we can use anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 data points per household to better target a household, or 100 to 200 data points per business to find the right business for your brand's needs. So, how do we actually go about targeting customers on your behalf? We actually use your data. Many companies are sitting on treasure troves of data around their customers. They're just not aware of how it can be used yet. Be it a loyalty club, an email club, a catering list, a delivery list. All of these can be turned into great information about who precisely your current customer types are, and we can use that data to estimate and build custom models based on your own customer data to figure out who is the next most likely customer to actually walk into your location. As a consequence, we spend a lot of time on targeting, but that targeting is then built upon and leveraged by the plastic mailers. This allows us to use a unique medium, the plastic mailers, with higher level targeting than most companies can afford to achieve through our unique access to up to 3 billion data points on customers in the United States. Plastic postcards can be used against a great deal of different client types. Whether you want to reach a business, whether you want to reach a consumer, whether that consumer is a new mover, maybe they've got a birthday coming up in their next month, maybe we've modeled your existing customer base and we're looking for new customers that look like your best existing customers. All of these are cases where we've used the plastic postcards plus targeting to drive new sales or reactivate lapsed customers or bring new movers into your neighborhood into your actual locations. Even businesses are impacted by the use of a plastic mailer. Not every single one needs a gigantic mailer with a whole hundreds of coupons. Sometimes you just need to get them to come to your happy hour. It's not just in the restaurant business that we have success. A movie theater came to us wanting to sell VIP packages and was a bit frustrated with the way they were doing their mailers before. We did two things. We did a test of a saturation mailing list, and we had a specific list of targeted households that were known to be interested in movie going. The results bore out our suspicions around what could move the meter for our cinema company. What we saw was a 3-time higher response rate for the targeted households that were known to be interested in movie going. The saturation list only got 1/3 of that targeted mailer list. Both used plastic mailers, and they did increase the original control of saturation mailers, but the targeted list further tripled the results. Another trick in the world of direct mail is to think beyond direct mail. If you combine plastic postcards with digital advertising, either as an overlay or a supplemental market, you can see truly tremendous results. A recent study saw a 118% increase in intent to take action when a direct mail household also saw digital ads from the same brand. Besides seeing response rates going up tremendously when you combine plastic mailers and digital, you can also see a significant difference in the core data around people's intent to respond. Direct mail tends to lead to an interest to respond at around about 75%. When you look at the same, when you see a digital ad, it's only around about 44%. Both are high numbers, and intent to respond does not lead to exact responses. But when the fundamental media form, direct mail, plastic mailers versus digital ads, has an almost 2-to-1 advantage in the favor of the plastic mailers, you probably have an indication that one can be better than the other. But you know what works better than one? Combine both of them together. Then you really get amazing results. So how do you make a difference with your marketing? We have spent our time trying to figure out how do we combine the best of all worlds to get the best result. And the programs that we provide, targeting, direct marketing analysis of who the customers are to find better new customers, plastic mailers plus digital advertising combined, are the successful 3 components of how we go to market for our customers. Another key driver of success in direct marketing is to think about what data-driven solutions you can get access to. You would be surprised about how many of them are already at your fingertips, but you don't necessarily have the time or the expertise to exploit them as much as you possibly could. That's where we come in. We can look at that data and find different ways of targeting better for multiple different business goals, whether it's related to reactivating existing customers, finding new customers, getting new movers into your neighborhoods to actually come to your locations, or to interact with the businesses that are nearby and represent a lot of dollars for your business that often are overlooked. All of them can be better serviced with data-driven solutions that we can provide. So what is it the plastic postcards offer? They are highly durable. They are very attention grabbing. They can have pop-out cards. In fact, we insist on them having pop-out cards. They can really position the idea of a gift card well, no matter what retail segment you're in. They do grab customers' attentions, but mostly they are able to be fully variable so that we can vary any aspect of it for any customer that we want to reach, whether we're trying to reactivate them, whether we're trying to bring them into the business. Not only that, but our plastic mailers are also offset in 3 environmentally friendly ways. We actually put money into planting trees, making sure carbon dioxide is taken out of the environment, and helping to find different ways of offsetting the plastic used in the mailers. Not only do we do the plastic postcards and other postcards as well, but we also reach out additionally with digital marketing. Overlay digital marketing into the either same households or additional reach households when you're doing a campaign, and you can improve your results significantly. The other difference between us and other vendors out there is our strategic partnership. Because we know where the data hides and how to use that data in ways that will benefit your brand goals directly, whether it be consumer or business data, and we can build new models for you to find better customers continuously across all of your locations, we partner with you for the long term. Our average customer has been with us for more than 4 years, and they stay with us for up to 17 to 18 years at a time. Why? Because we keep iteratively improving the programs and the campaigns we do for them, whether it be traditional direct marketing, whether it be mailers, whether it be digital, or a combination of all of them. All of those aspects are underlined by a strategic partnership with our customers. Contact us today to learn more about how Triadic Services can help you reach your goals. Like and subscribe for more content on data-driven marketing. We're not going anywhere. Why don't you join us?